Howdy, welcome to Agricultural Economics. By the end of this video, you will understand the concentrations for the Ag Economics degree, understand the parts of your curriculum, understand what prerequisites are, and know where to find additional information related to degree requirements. Ag Economics has 4 different concentrations. Finance and real estate students are interested in careers in the banking or real estate industry and are given tools for understanding issues related to lending, real estate appraisal, real estate investment, development, and brokerage. Students can find jobs in many fields such as commercial real estate development, rural land appraiser, loan analyst, and bank branch manager. Food marketing system prepares students with the skills needed to work in industries related to how food and fiber products travel from the producer to consumers. Jobs can include sales, management, logistics, commodity training, supply chain manager, and other careers related to marketing and agribusiness topics. Policy and economic analysis prepares students interested in law school, research, or policy work. Coursework provides the means to understand quantitative analysis, economic theory, and applied economics specific to agriculture and agricultural policy. And rural entrepreneurship. These students incorporate multi-course knowledge into a capstone business plan for a business of their choice. While focused on owning their own business, this concentration provides tools to work in nearly any field, including accounting, banking, and consulting. Your degree requires a total of 120 credit hours. These hours are broken down into several key components, such as your core curriculum, major coursework, supporting coursework, and general electives. The University Core Curriculum is a list of approved courses for specific areas. For example, not every science-based course is considered a core curriculum life and physical science. Not every history course is considered a core history course. You will need to refer to the University Core Curriculum when choosing classes to meet certain areas of the degree. Some degrees, like agricultural economics, require you to take specific courses when choosing your core curriculum. For example, when you're looking at your core mathematics classes, you are required to specifically take Math 140 and Math 142. The ICD and CD abbreviations stand for International and Cultural Diversity and Cultural Discourse requirements. Think of these as side attributes that make sure that out of the total 120 credit hours of your degree, you have taken at least one class with an approved global dimension and at least one class with an approved thought-provoking discussion. To prevent adding additional classes to your degree plan, it's best to make sure that you have planned classes that are associated with these attributes. For example, if you know that you still need to complete your ICD requirement and you are planning to complete your language, philosophy, and culture requirement, you can strategically plan a language, philosophy, and culture class that is also an ICD attribute so that you can be efficient in completing both requirements. You can find both lists in the catalog. Additionally, you can use the AGEC Schedule Builder to search by both attributes simultaneously. Your foreign language requirement must be completed with either 2 years of the same foreign language in high school or 2 semesters of the same foreign language at the college level. If you have completed your foreign language requirement in high school, make sure that you have sent in your final high school transcript so that Texas A&M can see that this requirement has been met. As an agricultural economics student, Your major coursework is, you guessed it, all the classes on your degree with the AGEC prefix. You will see that Ag Economics 105 is required for your university social and behavioral science. Please note you must earn at least a C in AGEC 105 in order to get credit. Supportive coursework. While these aren't Ag Economics classes, these courses are supplemental to your major coursework. Please note that you must earn a grade of at least a C in Econ 202, Math 140, and Math 142. Additionally, the Ag Economics degree requires students to take Stat 303. There is a university limitation that only allows one of the following to satisfy the requirements for a degree: Stat 201, 301, 302, and 303. This means if you have already taken Stat 201, when you register for the required Stat 303, it will kick out your Stat 201 from your degree. The directed non-AGEC elective category is a little flexible. You will either choose from a list of approved courses, or if you're pursuing a minor, we may be able to place minor coursework here. The list of courses in this category does vary based on each concentration. Think of your general electives as the most flexible part of your degree. You can choose to work in a minor, study abroad, a certificate, or random classes that just look interesting. Anything that you want to take. There are a few main things to think about when picking these courses. You cannot choose something that is already required for a different area of your degree. You cannot retake a class you've already taken. And we can only use up to 1 credit hour of Kinesiology 199 in your degree. This might be a term that you're unfamiliar with, but did you know that the word prerequisite means that there are things that have to be completed before you're eligible to take a specific course? There are some instances where a prerequisite can be taken concurrently with another class, but this is not usually the case, and you should always plan to complete all prerequisites first because the information is key to being successful. Remember, just because you can take a class concurrently doesn't necessarily mean that you should. Looking at an example, for an AGEC finance and real estate student, there is a sequence that takes at least 4 semesters, so be sure to work with your advisor to plan accordingly. Some helpful degree planning resources include the Ag Economics Handbook, the TAMU Catalog, and the Howdy Degree Evaluation. The Ag Economics Department Handbook includes several great resources that you may need to reference throughout your academic career. We highly encourage you to bookmark the handbook so you can reference it often. So, what is the degree evaluation, and how can you use it? Or more importantly, why should you use it? The degree evaluation is a way for you to see what credits you have completed towards your degree and where everything is currently applying. The degree evaluation is located in Howdy, and sometimes it can get a little confusing because there's something with a very similar title in your degree planner. But this is the real, official degree evaluation. This is the one to pay attention to. To get there, you'll start by clicking on My Dashboard icon in Howdy. Now that you've clicked the My Record on the tan line, you can see Degree Evaluation. Select Degree Evaluation. Next, we're going to click on Generate New Degree Evaluation, then hit Generate Request. It will take Howdy a few minutes to work on things, but what it's doing is taking everything on your transcript and everything that you're currently registered for and slotting it into the various requirements of your degree. Think of this as a status check that is showing you where you are currently in your degree progress. Important thing to note, the evaluation cannot see any AP credits you haven't accepted yet, or any credits that you've completed elsewhere but you have not yet sent the transcript to Texas A&M. So be sure to take that into consideration when looking at your results. From here, you can see that there are several categories. Click on Expand All so that you can view the individual requirements under each category. Everything on the left is a required course or a required category. Everything on the right is a course you have currently been registered for or already completed. Basically, you're going to look on the far left column. Everything with a green check mark is completed or in progress, and everything with red is still needed. Things to remember. Do you have dual credit, transfer coursework? Do you have any AP or IB credit that you already have or might possibly get? Be careful not to take coursework that you already have credit for. Always ask your academic advisor if you have questions. Helpful information for Ag Economics students. All freshmen will complete a first-year experience course, such as AGEC 101, AGLS 125, or SOMS if you're in the Corps of Cadets. First semester students are required to take AGEC 105 if you've not already completed it. And remember, you must earn at least a C. You should have your Math 140 and Math 142 completed prior to the start of your sophomore year. And remember, you must earn at least a C in both courses. We are so excited that you're an Ag Economics major.